My name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general reading for those born in the year of the goat. Now this is the end of my August session of filming or season of filming. However, it's the 28th of August now. So you can look at this reading being sort of for the end of August, September time, or basically whenever the title draws you to it. Because, as I will say with general readings, general reading rules apply. You know, timing is far from absolute. This will be relevant when it's relevant, if it's relevant for you. There's not really a past or a present in this spread, but you can ask a question beforehand. If you want to do that, pause the video, think of the questions that are around you, and then focus upon one of them. But be aware of the other ones because the cards will answer what they want. Now, if someone else is involved in this reading, and I suppose to a certain extent there is someone in this reading, because as you can see, I am right now shuffling these cards up here, and look, no hands. But the roles can get reversed because the cards don't come with name tags, so I might think I'm talking about you and mean them, or vice versa. And there is somebody else here by the looks of things, but not in a huge way, so it shouldn't affect anything. Now, housekeeping, there is a link down there in the description to the Facebook page for this channel. I post all of these videos, obviously, the astrology videos I watch, some other readers, come and join. But also, more importantly, it has an inbox. So if you want to contact me for a personal reading, there's the place to do it. Plus, there's a Twitter details down there, at Sunchild. Just DM me if you wish. Right. That's it for the housekeeping. Oh, I suppose I should say, because I've forgotten to say it on all of the Chinese Zodiac readings so far, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you to everyone who's done that so far. It does help the channel. Right, let's bring these cards up. Now, Horse had quite a dramatic reading. I get the feeling that some of the drama is more over for you. There is Queen of Swords clarified by the World card here. There's literally as if you're examining what your place in the world really is and what you would care to cut out, and looking around with quite an element of crystal clear vision, or attempting to that crystal clear vision, because it's almost like the storm has passed. Five of Swords here. The conflict has passed, but it's made you go, hang on a minute. I don't want to do this anymore. The things that were meaning something to me, that had value to for me, don't anymore. There's been some form of change. Which I believe it's either this conflict or this sense of change has left you feeling quite isolated and left you feeling as if, why is it all up to me to do this? And that's a distinct impression I get with this. This is the, oh, I've forgotten what you call it. Tarot of the New Vision. And it's like the Rider-Waite cards back to front. So you can see that this Nine of Wands, our favourite wounded warrior here, is sticking his head out of that fence of wands to where a bear is approaching. And I do get that feeling of, hang on a minute, why is it left to me on my own to face this? So there is that sense of isolation, that sense of, why is it all up to me? How come I am making, it seems like I'm making no gains here? How come what was important to me isn't important to me anymore because of this? That you are in a position where you want to reach out and seek assistance. 9 to the 10 of Wands. But also notice that also hints that things are getting better. 9 to the 10, and then Knight to the Queen. which is, oh, this could be a love reading, I suppose, but that's not how I'm seeing it. But you've got that improvement from the wounded warrior, who everything is on their shoulders, to reaching out for some help where there is a nurturing influence around you. This equally, here's where the, talking about other people bit, this could be someone reaching out to you for help, and then that is giving you almost your place in the world, because it demands some form of transformation in you, that it's in this order. There is something that has been recognized in you by others, and the act of that recognition demands a transformation in you. That I'm seeing as a good thing. I suppose it could be a negative quality that somebody recognizes in you, points it out, and makes you go, oh, better change that. Even so, that works for the better, doesn't it? So maybe it's that. I don't think it's that. I think it's more the sense of some aspect of your nature, or some caring influence, or some vulnerable influence for that matter, that someone recognizes some form of talent in you, and their act of recognition is what is going to create and care and nurturing. So this care and nurturing is two-way. We've got the Two of Cups here at the end, but we've got you coming into your own power. So even if you are looking after somebody else because they've come to you for help, and you find that through your act of helping them, you are coming into your own power, they recognize that you would be the person that could help them, even if you hadn't recognized it before, and that creates this transformation within you. Then it's equal give and take. There's both parties will benefit. So whether you're initially receiving the help, asking for the help, or giving the help, doesn't really matter, because that transformation will be coming along for you. It will not be clear at first, but then hexagram 61, which is exactly the same as what Horse got actually, but, and you saw me shuffle, but this is wind above lake. And it talks about the reflection of the sky on the surface of the lake until the wind comes along and disrupts it. And it ends up with you realizing about the lake is not heaven. It's its own thing. And its own thing that it is okay to dive beneath the surface of and explore. And the wise man is not afraid of doing exactly that. So whatever it is that's lost value for you, that's okay. That really is okay, because it had value when it needed to. I mean, even if it was useless and it was ridiculous, it doesn't matter. It's lost its value to you now anyway. So this process of realization is a good thing. But I would more think about it had value when it needed to. It no longer needs to have that value. Bear in mind, I do see you feeling isolated and hang on a minute, why is it for me to face all of this? But whether you are reaching out for help or someone is reaching out for help for you, reaching out for help from you, do it, give that help, or ask for that help, whatever it is. Things won't come clear initially at first, and it's like, am I going backwards here? Am I stepping back into what I was doing before? But the answer is no. There is a harvest here if you are remaining true to yourself, and you are remaining true to yourself by noticing what things no longer have value for you. You can go back and do the same old things, but be valuing completely different aspects of them, and be valuing and making what would have been your aims previously irrelevant because they don't matter. That's not what you're looking for from the situation. And that is going to bring steady change. Slow change, but steady change. So there is going to be that feeling of, right, so if someone is asking you for help, yeah, it's yet another thing that's falling on your shoulders that makes you go, why me? But in that case, just do it. If you are the one asking for help, you will receive that assistance. But I do rather feel that the person, if you are receiving help, the person is not unknown to you, but not necessarily as close as one would assume. Not necessarily, so not immediate family, not a friend that you see 2-3 times a week, but more like a friend that you haven't seen for about 3 years or something like that. And yes, there is a lot of that toing and froing energy, but it is 3 steps forward, even if it is 2 steps back. So there is 1 step forward every time. You are in the process of launching your journey here. Oh, that reflected, didn't it? And there is coming an end to any pain that's been going on. But I rather saw the end of conflict here anyway. And you are working towards clarity. Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, but it's going to take time with the Hangman on the bottom of the New Visions deck here. It is going to take time, but I also feel that there is a danger in being bored with what is now offered to you. Even if to start off with, it looks the same, it's not, because your value system is different. It's quite dramatically different. That which was so meaningful to you before now just feels hollow and empty. And that's a good thing, because it frees up the space for this transformation. Now, from the Tao Te Ching, verse number 45, purity and stillness, which rather echoes what I was just saying, to be honest. Great achievement seems imperfect, yet its usefulness cannot be diminished. Great fullness seems empty, yet it is inexhaustible. Great frankness seems to succumb. Great discussion becomes silent. Activity overcomes coldness. Stillness overcomes heat. Purity and stillness are ideal for the world. So whatever this change is, whatever this sense of losing value, you're just clearing the decks to see something else that will gain value. And whether you are being nurtured or are nurturing, a transformation is in progress for you. That's a really nice reading, but it's going to a certain extent, it's going to last you to the end of the year, even though I will probably be doing more goat readings, like I said at the beginning. Mainly because the astrology that we've got for the rest of the year. But that is if you've just had that sense of hopelessness, isolation, of what's the point, why is it all on my shoulders, how come I'm the one that's got to do this, and all this thing that I've been chasing after, it means nothing to me now, then you're on the right path. Not the signposts you was expecting, were they? But yeah, you do great. Cheers.